St. Luke, chapter 19. Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 19. According to St. Luke, chapter 19. You don't have it, say amen. Amen. You don't have it, say wait. Luke chapter 19, starting at verse 1. And Jesus entered and passed through Jericho. And behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus, which was the chief among the publicans, and he was rich. He sought to see Jesus, who he was, and could not for the press, because he was little of stature. And he ran before and climbed into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was to pass that way. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and saw him, and said unto him, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must abide at thy house. And he made haste and came down, and received him joyfully. And when they saw it, they all murmured, saying that he was gone to be guest with a man that is a sinner. Amen. We're going to talk about we are all sinners saved by grace. Amen. We are all sinners saved by grace. Amen. Amen. The Bible let us know that in our very best, we like a filthy rag in the eyesight of God. Amen. Amen. It lets you know these folk were saying that Jesus going to a house where a sinner lived. Yeah. Amen. Amen. But you know, Jesus said that he came to seek and save those that were lost. Amen. 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 But we got to look at this thing the right way. This man was a rich man. Now we know what the Bible says. The love of money is the root of all evil. Amen. That's found in 1 Timothy 6 and 10. Let us know if you love that money too much. Amen. Amen. It become evil to you. Money is not evil. Nothing wrong with money. It's that if you love it so you do anything for it. But look at this man, Zacchaeus. Very rich man. Amen. Amen. And he wanted to see Jesus. He had heard about the Master. He had heard that this was the Messiah. He had heard about Jesus' fame. He had heard about Jesus healing folks. He had heard that Jesus could do everything except fail. And being a rich man, he still wanted to see Jesus for himself. Amen. Amen. And see, the chapter before this, you got to look at this good. The chapter before this, chapter 18, there was a rich young ruler. See, reading them going back to that ruler, because I want to deal with the money and the man. Amen. Amen. We all sinners, but we just been saved by grace. You see, so it doesn't matter what if you don't have a dime. And it doesn't matter if you got bills. Amen. We've been saved by grace. So in chapter 18, Jesus was teaching and preaching, and this rich young ruler came to Jesus. That's chapter 18. And he wanted to know from Jesus, say, good master, what can I do to be saved? And Jesus started laying it out to him about the 10 Commandments and everything. So this young man felt, well, I'm in pretty good shape. He said, I done kept all these commandments from my youth. See, I've been keeping the commandments, Jesus. So that means I'm slave. So Jesus looked at him and said, you know what? Sell what you have. Give to the poor. And come and follow me. And the young man turned and walked away and dropped his head. You see, his money meant more to him than his salvation. He turned and walked away and dropped his head. And Jesus turned to his disciples. If you read the 18th chapter, you see what I'm talking about. And he said, you know what? He said, it's kind of hard for a rich man to go to heaven. He said, it's just as hard as a camel to pass through the eye of a needle. Actually, what Jesus was saying, that it's hard for a rich man to humble himself enough to get to the kingdom of heaven because his money is his pride. You see, it's hard for a rich person to bow down and do some things that we do. It's hard for a rich person to get out there and mow their own yard. It's hard for a rich person to do things like that. And I'm trying to get to the Zacchaeus here. You see, but Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus so bad till it didn't matter to him that folk were looking at him climbing up a sycamore tree. You see, because this man was rich. He could, he could say come and people come, and he say go, people go. You understand? Tax collector, big time man, rich. You understand? But it was beyond his standards to climb up a sycamore tree. But yet he humbled himself enough because he wanted to see Jesus for himself. Otherwise, he wanted salvation for himself. It didn't matter to him how much money he had. What mattered to him, I want to see Jesus. You understand? When you humble yourself like that so that you want to see Jesus for yourself, that's saying, Master, it don't matter what I have. I ain't worried about that. It don't matter that I'm a billionaire. It don't matter that I'm a millionaire. I want to see you for myself. Amen. So Zacchaeus, he humbled himself enough to go and get up in the sycamore tree because he was short in stature. And guess what? Folks hated the tax collector anyway. And he didn't know what they might do him in the midst of that crowd. Find out that Zacchaeus, the tax collector, out here, you know what I'm saying? In the crowd, somebody just might do him something. So he would rather disgrace himself and get up in a sycamore tree in order to do what? See Jesus for him.